And now continuing on with step number 7, we ask, who is important to you? And if I have time, I'll write the whole thing out. Who is important? Usually I stop about there. But the complete sentence is, who is important to you? I'll go ahead and put the to you in there with a question mark. And most of the time, whoever you're working with, even in a business setting or whatever, people will start coming up with stuff like, well, my spouse, or they'll say husband or wife, and they'll say children. Uh, and you just keep going, prompting them. Oh, great, great. Who else is important to you? Sometimes at during this, somebody will say, oh, well, what about what's important to me, like work? And you say, oh, that's great. We were going to get to that later, but we can put that in there now, like that. You can do that. I tend to stick with who is important to you because over thousands of times of doing this, I know I get a lot of bang for my buck with the who is important. Uh, and I used to do what is important to you, but who's a better one. Believe me, you can try either one, but later on, I always get to the work and spirituality and that kind of stuff. But for most of the time, you can do spouse and children and friends. They always show up, and I've had cousins and neighbors and all kinds of folks show up down here, and that's what you do. And you can spend as much time as you want on that. I've heard of people taking an hour playing around with that quadrant. This is when we split up the matrix like this, we call them quadrants. So that's step number 7, and I'll see you back in the next video for step number 8.